Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, I want to talk about something that affects a lot of men but isn't always openly discussed, and that's how to naturally support and improve male vitality, circulation, and overall function without relying on synthetic solutions or quick fixes. Now, when we talk about this topic, most people immediately think about pills or medications. But what I want to do is go deeper into what's actually happening inside the body, the chemistry, the blood flow, the hormones, and the lifestyle factors that all play a role in how well things work. So let's start with the foundation, circulation. Every single organ and tissue in your body depends on good blood flow. If your circulation isn't optimal, you're going to notice it first in the smallest blood vessels, and those include the ones involved in performance. Poor circulation doesn't happen overnight. It builds up slowly due to inflammation, poor diet, stress, and lack of physical activity. Think of your arteries like flexible garden hoses. When you eat a lot of sugar, refined carbs, or processed oils, it damages the lining of those hoses. That lining, called the endothelium, becomes irritated. Over time, the body tries to repair it, but if the damage keeps happening, plaque can start to form. That reduces elasticity and blood flow. The good news is, your body can heal this, and it often starts when you shift your nutrition toward natural, anti-inflammatory foods. So, what are those foods? First, lots of vegetables, especially leafy greens like spinach, kale, and arugula. They're high in nitrates, which help the body produce nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a natural compound that relaxes blood vessels, improving flow. You don't need any fancy supplement for that. Your body can make it naturally if you give it the right building blocks. Next, healthy fats. Cholesterol often gets a bad name, but here's something interesting. Cholesterol is actually the raw material your body uses to make testosterone. So, if you're eating an extremely low fat diet, you might not be giving your body what it needs to maintain optimal hormone balance. Focus on natural fats like olive oil, avocado, eggs, wild, caught fish, and grass-fed meats. Protein is another key piece, but the quality matters. Processed meats are inflammatory, while clean sources like eggs, salmon, and pasture-raised chicken support muscle and hormone production without adding toxins. Now let's talk about insulin resistance, because this is a huge factor that often goes unnoticed. When you eat a high-carb or high-sugar diet over many years, your body produces more and more insulin to try to control your blood sugar. Eventually, your cells stop responding properly to that insulin, and your body ends up with too much of it circulating. High insulin levels don't just affect your blood sugar, they also impact hormones. Excess insulin can lower testosterone and increase a hormone called SHBG, which binds to testosterone and makes it less available. It can also increase estrogen levels in men. That hormonal imbalance can directly affect energy, mood, and performance. So the best natural way to address this is to reduce the number of times you spike your insulin during the day. How do you do that? By focusing on whole foods, cutting out added sugars, reducing refined carbs, and practicing some form of intermittent fasting. When you give your body time to rest between meals, insulin levels drop, inflammation decreases, and your cells become more sensitive again. Another major factor is stress, both mental and physical. When you're under constant stress, your body releases cortisol, the stress hormone. Cortisol competes with testosterone. The more cortisol you have, the less testosterone your body produces. It's like a seesaw, one goes up, the other goes down. So stress management isn't just about feeling calm, it's directly related to your body's chemistry. Things like deep breathing, walking outside, spending time in nature, and getting good quality sleep are not luxuries, they are biological necessities. Chronic sleep deprivation, for example, has been shown to significantly reduce testosterone levels. 1 week of poor sleep can cause measurable drops in performance, motivation, and mood. Speaking of sleep, most men need around 7 to 8 hours of deep, uninterrupted sleep to maintain optimal hormone levels. Your testosterone production peaks during deep REM sleep. If you're up late every night scrolling or watching screens, you're interfering with that process. So a simple but powerful step is to create a consistent sleep routine, avoid screens an hour before bed, and make your room dark and cool. Now, let's move to exercise. Many people think the only goal of exercise is to lose weight, but in reality, it's one of the best natural ways to boost circulation and support hormonal balance. Resistance training, like lifting weights, has a direct impact on testosterone production. When you work your muscles intensely, your body responds by increasing anabolic hormones. But it's not just about heavy lifting. Walking is incredibly underrated. A 30 to 45-minute brisk walk every day improves vascular function, lowers stress, and supports healthy insulin levels. Combine that with strength training a few times a week, and you have a powerful natural hormone balancing routine. Another overlooked aspect is micronutrients, especially zinc, magnesium, and vitamin D. These nutrients play roles in hormone production, muscle function, and blood flow. You can get most of them from whole foods, zinc from shellfish and beef, magnesium from leafy greens and nuts, and vitamin D from sunlight exposure. Hydration is another key factor. Dehydration thickens your blood, which makes circulation less efficient. Make sure you're drinking enough water, especially if you consume coffee or exercise frequently. Let's also talk about body composition. Excess body fat, particularly around the abdomen, is metabolically active. It produces estrogen and lowers testosterone. Even a modest reduction in belly fat can make a noticeable difference in energy levels and vitality. So when you combine all of these things, a nutrient-rich diet, controlled insulin, regular movement, proper sleep, and stress reduction, you're giving your body the conditions it needs to naturally support healthy function and performance. I also want to mention something about mindset. Many men experience issues in this area that are more psychological than physical. Worry, anxiety, and performance pressure can all affect the body's ability to respond. When you understand that the body and mind are connected, you start to see how relaxation, confidence, and good mental health play a huge role. A simple breathing exercise before bed or before intimacy can help lower stress hormones and improve circulation instantly. Deep, slow breaths through the nose, out through the mouth, activate your parasympathetic nervous system. That's your rest and digest mode, and it helps the body relax and function more efficiently. You can also improve blood flow naturally through cold exposure, contrast showers, or spending time in saunas. These stimulate circulation and vascular flexibility. Just remember to start gradually and always listen to your body. One more point: avoid toxins whenever possible. Alcohol, smoking, and certain chemicals found in processed foods can all impair vascular and hormonal health. Reducing or eliminating those has an immediate positive effect on your body's ability to restore balance. To summarize everything in simple terms, your body is designed to perform well naturally when it's supported with real food, good rest, balanced hormones, and stress-free living. There's no shortcut, but the long-term results are far better than anything artificial. If you start making small, consistent changes today, like cutting out sugar, walking more, sleeping better, and eating nutrient-rich foods, you'll likely notice a steady improvement not just in performance, but in your mood, focus, and overall sense of well-being. Remember, your body is always adapting to the environment you create. Treat it right, give it time, and it will respond in remarkable ways. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, make sure to like the video, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe for more natural health education. Take care of your body. It's the most important investment you can make.